Healing yet. Perfect. Maria, good to see you, love. Get into it. So yes, I am live on both platforms. So peace to Bigo Live, and shout out to House of Healing LLC as well. Get my lighting. Oh, I didn't turn my lights off. Hold on. I was like, why is it looking dark in here? Okay, I'm not going to stay. Yes, peace to the 4 people in the chat on YouTube. Yes, Maria, good to see you, love. You know, I'll be dipping in and out of this timeline, as I will. So yeah, I'm trying to give my Bigo people room time to get into my Bigo live room. So I am live on both platforms. Okay. And we are back in business. Okay. Happy 1st of June, my people. So yeah, I decided, it's the 1st of June. So let me start this month off, being consistent, because on one end, a lot of people are in the height of their warfare, and then some people are actually making that transition into the higher realm. So that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about, is us having access to 2 worlds at this time. Okay. And how we choose one and stay in one, and the one that we actually desire. Okay. Yella, I see you in the building. That girl is tight. I see y'all in the building. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Peace to the guys and goddesses. Peace to the earth. That girl is tight. Welcome. So, yeah, I got some downloads written down. Good to see you, Yella. Good to see you, love. Um, yeah, that girl is tight. Welcome to the chat. Make sure you guys share the live, okay? Share the live. And yes, I am live on both platforms. So I'm going to be talking to my House of Healing LLC room as well as Bigo Live. But we got this, y'all. Okay, I don't want to play any games. Eternally Risen, welcome to the building. Share the live, my people, as you come in. I appreciate the gifts. Happy July. I'm trying to start off fresh and be consistent this month, y'all, because I want to Bigo check this month, okay? So I'm trying to, I'm starting off. I'm like, let me start on the 1st, so in case I miss a couple of days, I'm gonna still be here and be consistent. But it's good to see everybody. I am going to be working off of Shalom, Eliana, Shalom. So, Mr. Min, welcome to my Bigo Live room. I am going to be working off of some of the downloads that I wrote down. Okay. And then I am going to keep my boxes open on Bigo, because I do want some input, you know what I'm saying? And I do want, some feedback. We can talk about what I'm going to be talking about. And as you guys know, I'm always I'm always, trying to remind us of who we are, what our purpose is here, how we fulfill that purpose, okay? How we end up being happy and in alignment, okay, with our highest self, and how to see through this illusion of separation from the Most High and from one another, okay? So I am here. I will cam back up at the end, but when I channel my messages, my people, sometimes my eyes are closed, all sorts of things happen. So usually when I am doing messages, it's more of like a podcast. If you see me cammed down, because I do want the focus to be more on my voice. Okay. So shout out to the 103 people in my Big O live room. Share the live, share the love, my people. And shout out to True Zion, Shalom. Okay. I'm loving the energy that I'm feeling tonight. Okay. I'm sending you all peace, love, life, healing, and infinite abundance. Okay. And I want to talk about, how the more we are evolving, and I hope some of y'all are gonna feel me on this, because I've been talking about lately being you know, becoming multi-dimensional, and it's 11:11. Okay. I decided, I was like, let me cam up for a minute, and something told me to glance over at my clock. Okay. So I don't know if it's on y'all clock yet, but on my phone, it's just, okay, 11:11. So again, if for those of you who don't know me, I am a direct channel and I am an oracle as well. So that's why I saw 11:11 right before it turned 11:11. Okay. Because that's how that works. And I love it. Okay. So, it's just, for me, I was speaking about alignment. Okay. So when we got four pennies in a row, that's 11:11. When we got four ones in a row, that's 11:11. That is alignment. Okay. Mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional, all four of your bodies in alignment. And when you have all four of these bodies in alignment, you are God in the flesh. Okay. Let's get into it. So, True Zion, it's good to have you here. Eliana and Maria, you already know what it is, love. My magic number 5. Okay, in the building. And Chemo, I see you in the building. Chemo. I got your message. If I don't put your number in my inbox again, in case it got lost, okay? Because I didn't forget. I just been busy. So I may have some free time tomorrow. I will make the time, okay, to call you. Appreciate the hearts in my room on either room. I appreciate the gifts on Bigo. Okay. Um, I am going to get my earbuds when I get ready to actually get into the conversation. Matter of fact, let me get them in case, so I can hear y'all, so y'all can hear me better. So share the live on Bigo, my people. Share the love. Y'all know how I get in and get out. I just be trying to bring a little bit of light to this, dark environment. Can somebody someone on my panel say something so I can see if my earbuds are on? Okay, good. Do I sound low, or can y'all hear me okay? Okay, cool, cool. Okay, so I want to talk about, again, evolving and feeling this very acutely in all of your bodies. Okay, mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional bodies. Okay, so when I see 11:11, this is what this means to me. Now, to every, we all have our own interpretations of these numbers. We can, people call angel numbers, and I'm all for angel numbers because I see them all the time. Synchronicities, whatever. These are ways that the universe connects to us, but I'm all for, you having your own interpretation and giving it your own meaning. Okay. Because then you empower yourself to use it in your own way. So when I see 11:11, it means mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional alignment, which is always my goal as a holistic healer. Okay. So I don't just focus on the physical body, because, no matter how well that you take, I know my earbud is not trying to die right now. Okay. The devil just does not want this message to get out. Okay. No matter how well we take care of our physical, but are you serious? Like, let me just take them off. This just really, like, seriously, like, one side of my earbud started to die, and then the other one had the nerve to beep too. Okay. Interference. The devil is a lie, y'all. Hold on. Let me plug this up, and I'm just going to have to go off of while I charge these. Yeah, that was definitely should not have been happening. Okay, so when you get interferences like that, especially if you know are an orator and you have been called to speak, yeah, you have all sorts of interferences. Like there is no way that both of my earbuds should have died like that, right? One behind another, because I haven't been using them like that. They should have been charged, but it's all good. And sometimes you have the throat chakra irritation and all of these things. I want us to really be acutely aware of the fact that all of these things are energetic, okay? And they all, have a meaning. We need to start paying attention, okay? We're going to speak more on that as well. So, the more that we evolve, the more that we become more acutely aware of what I call discordant notes, okay, in our soul song. These are people, places, and things that keep us connected to an old timeline. You know what I'm saying? To our old self, to the old way we used to be. Okay, so I'm going through it right now to where I know that it's time for me to move away from where my away from around my family. Okay, and it's not that I don't love my family, it's just that I've kind of outgrown the way that they see me. Okay, and this happened to Jesus in the Bible, and in any other, what I'm saying, any other wise teacher that was going to teach, they had to go out and learn. So you can't just learn from reading books, you have to learn from experience. So even when we've read books, if we don't take that knowledge and apply it, the knowledge is useless. Okay, and so it's about walking this path more so than it's about thinking that you know it, because you don't know it until you've walked it. You only think you know it when you've read about it or studied it, from on the TV or reading books. I am challenging you to place your feet on this path 10 toes down and actually walk it. Okay, and so I know that there are a lot of people, and I'm speaking to people who are walking this path, and I want to just help you understand why you may be feeling irritated by some of the people around you now. Things that you may have used to be able to tolerate, you are now no longer able to tolerate as much as you can. I mean, it'll get to the point where you can't tolerate certain people's energy at all. It'll get to the point where certain energies will literally make you physically ill or drain your energy, and I'm sure some of you know what I'm speaking of. So just pay attention to any outside influences, okay, that are trying to control or adjust your frequency, that are trying to affect your frequency and lower it in any way, shape, or form. And I'm saying pay close attention, because the enemy knows that you expect the people that don't like you to try to throw salt in your game. But you might not expect it to be the person that you thought was your best friend, or what I'm saying, your coworker, or what I'm saying, your sister, your brother, your mama. Okay, so pay attention, because at this point in the game, it is about self-preservation. Okay, and it's not out of a sense of selfishness or being self-centered, but it is because that you have to understand that you have a bigger purpose, and your purpose is for the greater good of everyone. And so you must preserve self. Okay, so spending time with people who are not on your frequency, okay? When the more you evolve, you're going to again become more acutely aware of how discordant their energy is to your vibration. Okay. And so being around these people, if you force yourself to be around them, you're going to feel uninspired. You're going to be irritated. You're going to feel empty. You're going to be thinking, what am I getting out of this? And why am I here? You know what I'm saying? You might be sitting off in a corner listening to a senseless conversation that is not going to result in anybody knowing anything, it being any wiser, better, or stronger. 111 in the chat, by the way. Okay. And so what is the point of senseless chatter at this point in the game when we are in spiritual warfare? And a lot of us on the very precipice of literally shifting for good into a higher realm of experience. Okay. Meaning a higher level of consciousness, which then gives you access to a higher level of experience. Okay. So you know, talking about, sitting around people who are just small talking or gossiping or debating, these senseless debates that really don't have a resolution, where no solutions are being presented. People are used to thinking, okay, because we're leaving that old paradigm in the 3D where we just talk around in circles and we chase our tails and we think that history repeats itself. Okay, people who think, that the way to solve problems is by complaining about the problems or just discussing the problems endlessly without even expecting to come up with a solution. Okay, appreciate the gifts. If you wish to elevate, okay, in your own vibration, you're going to have to start paying attention to the people, places, and things that are affecting your energy, and in what ways are they affecting your energy. Okay, you will not be able to elevate your own personal vibration, okay, without noticing these other people or things that you have outgrown or that you can no longer tolerate. You will become acutely aware of it, okay, to the point where you feel like, I would rather be homeless, okay, than have to live with these people, okay, because your energy will simply not be able to tolerate it as you are purifying yourself. You know what I'm saying? You literally are going to have to purify your environment as well, because your environment is the key to healing. Okay, because your environment is affecting you mentally, physically, okay, spiritually, and emotionally. And so, you know, my Native American ancestors always said to beautify everything in your environment, because it's affecting your mood, and your environment is a reflection of your internal state of being. Okay. So we all know that, this is what I teach. The universe is a great mirror, and everything that is happening in your world is reflecting back to you your own internal state of being, which is why this is the part of the self that I'm most interested in healing, okay, and making whole. Because when we fill the heart up from the inside out, then the world can't do anything other than reflect back to us that feeling of wholeness, and of abundance, and of having everything that I need. Okay, Wakanda Nation, I see you in the building. Chantel Love, welcome to House of Healing LLC as well. So, you know, being a part of the collective shift into a higher level of consciousness should have 100% of your focus. Okay? I'll say that again. Being a part of this collective shift into this higher level of consciousness, being a part of the great awakening, the time of change, is where all of your focus should be, because it's going to take 100% of your own energy and attention to be on yourself, okay, in order to complete this shift. Okay, so if you intend to come withdraw your attention from things that are not conducive to you being in alignment with your next best version of self. Okay, and I'm sure that I don't have to tell you guys what these things are. Okay, these are things that equate to what that I call spiritual gravity, things that hold you back, things that hold you and weigh you down, people, places, or things. And I don't care who or what it is. Okay, do not sacrifice your own salvation trying to make other people happy. And we're going to get deeper into this, because a lot of empathic people, a lot of light workers, tend to play this martyr role, because this has been the role, and this is the story that has been told. We're supposed to be spending all our time and all of our lives trying to save other people, and we should be willing, it's noble, to sacrifice yourself, in order to save other people. And up until now, because in case y'all hadn't noticed, okay, God is doing a new thing. Okay, so that is no longer the story, because as I told you before, his story will no longer repeat itself. Okay, the great mother is here now. Okay, so we're not doing that again. Okay, so there will be no martyrs, okay, in this war, and there will be no repetition of his story. Okay, I'm here to show you how to become the writer of your own story. So if you wish to be a part of this collective shift, okay, you would want to focus on the self. Okay, the basis of all of my teachings is self, focused on the self, the shadow work, the inner child work, the journey to self-love, which will result in the universe reflecting back to you that internal state of fullness, of wholeness, of joy, okay, of unlimited abundance, because this is the truth of who you are. So as we shift in consciousness, we are also, your mind, all is mind, okay? And I'm gonna get deeper as I go further into this month, deeper into the 7 hermetic principles, and then into some of the other um laws of the universe that we are governed by, that we don't have, whether we know it or not, and whether we think that we are adhering to them or not. If you understand the laws within which that you are working, then you have much more power over what's happening in your world. Okay. And so we're going to get into that. But, for now, I just want to speak about the first one, which is mentalism, which is just saying that all is mind, saying that your mind, okay. And when I'm saying the mind, I'm speaking of the subconscious mind, which is the heart. Okay. Your mind, your heart, okay, is creating your reality. Okay. Which is why you were advised to guard the heart, for from it flow all the issues of life. All is mind. Correct. That girl is tight. Look that up. If you weren't familiar with that hermetic principle, you can, if you want to read about these principles that I'm speaking about, the book is called The Kabbalion. Now you can read about them anywhere. You can pull it up on YouTube and say the 7 hermetic principles. But to have it broken down in the most simplest form, I can recommend The Kabbalion. Okay. And this is, a book that will point out to you all, because if you want to read the Kabbalion, because we can go through the Kabbalion. I do have a video series, and I was already teaching these. I've been teaching this for years on Patreon. So all of my people who follow me on Patreon, they do have these video lessons of the 7 hermetic principles, which are laws of the universe that govern the way that we move and the way that we move energy. Okay. And if we learn how to, operate within these laws in the correct way, because we do have dominion over all of this, and we do have authority to use these laws. It's just the fact that we have been perishing for lack of knowledge of these laws. Okay. And so I will be going forward to teach about first the 7 hermetic principles, and then there are a lot of other universal laws. And as we move into higher and higher levels of consciousness, laws that did not seem to exist before now are able to exist, because as we move into higher levels of consciousness, we learn that there is the level of consciousness that we are leaving, the world, the reality that we are leaving, was one that was very limited. It was created by people who had limited beliefs. And so we, creating from a limited mind creates a limited reality. And so the Great Awakening is the expansion of the mind, which then creates an expansion of the reality. Okay. Because the mind creates matter. And so I hope I'm making sense, y'all. Part of me, I'm going through my channels that I've written down, and then part of me is channeling. Okay. King Rastafari, right on time. Love, good to see you in the building. So again, because your consciousness is shifting, expect your body to also be receiving DNA upgrades. Okay. Your body is going to be changing. Your appetite is going to be changing. Sleep patterns are going to be changing. Some of you are having very lucid dreams, out of body experiences, and supernatural experiences. Okay. Do not confuse awe with fear. You should be in awe of being in uncharted territory. Okay. We are in the time of change. We are awakening. The God and goddess within you is awakening. Okay. And so um, we should be in awe of the things that are happening, because we were told that there is nothing new under the sun. I beg to differ, and I came to say, behold, okay, the Most High is doing a new thing. Okay. Will you not see it? Or are you still focused on that old world that is dying away? Okay. Even as we speak. And so I'm here to prepare you for this collective shift, okay, in consciousness for those of you who have chosen to come with. Okay? How do we know who has chosen to come with? Because you have done the work. Okay? Because you are in rooms like this, okay? Drinking celestial waters that are going to prepare you for that shift. Okay, you have chosen to be here rather than be in a room with people arguing and calling each other bitches and hoes and, you know, watching the battle of egos. And so, those of you who are prepared for the shift, also prepare for the upgrades that are going to be happening in your physical body. Okay, you may not want to eat low vibrational food anymore. So what I've been experiencing is, I think that I want to eat something that I used to eat, and then when I get it, it's not there. The appetite is not there. So it's like my body has already shifted in my mind. It's just that my mind has to catch up. And I've been experiencing that a lot, of thinking that I want things that I used to want. And then when when I have it in my possession, I'm like, no. So it's really more of like your mind catching up. Okay. And it takes me back to when I had this dream a couple of months ago, and I've been talking about it, about the number 55. And that it was basically letting me know that that shift has already occurred and that your mind has to catch up. And so in real time, this is what I'm experiencing right now, trying to do things that I used to do, just thinking, because it's a pattern that's in your mind, okay, that you're just going, it's running on autopilot, okay? It's a form of hypnotic rhythm. And, in order to break the patterns of hypnotic rhythm, we have to first recognize the pattern. We have to recognize that I'm just doing this on autopilot. I'm just doing this out of habit. And if it's a habit that you wish to change, when that pattern comes back around, when it comes to repeat itself, refuse it. Okay. And this is how you break the cycle. You have to first recognize that it is a cycle, that this is a repetitive pattern. And this applies to anything in your life, because our minds operate off hypnotic rhythm. Okay, whether we have programmed ourselves to be the best gymnasts in the world by practicing these moves over and over again, to where I have muscle memory, and now I can be the best. I can go out here and flawlessly execute the best flips in the world, or whether I've programmed myself to tell myself, I'm unworthy, I'm unlovable, everybody that tries to love me is going to leave me, I'm not good enough. All of these things, because we can be programmed in a positive way, and we can program in a negative way. But the best thing about it is that we can program the self, okay? And the detrimental part about it is that most of us thus far have been programmed by things that have been spoon fed to us, from sources outside of the self, okay? But the good news is that you can be deprogrammed and reprogrammed, okay? And this is what we are here for. Okay. So, whatever you're going through in this moment, and I know who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to my chosen ones, the ones who have been actually doing the work to even know what I'm talking about. Okay. I know who I'm speaking to. I know who is here. Okay. So, whatever you're feeling or going through, if unexpected changes have been happening in your life, allow these things to happen, okay? Because all is as it should be. You are going through a metamorphosis, okay? A metamorphosis that I have been trying to prepare you guys for several years, especially to my YouTubers. Okay, you guys know that I've been talking about the time of change, and I've been telling you that it was coming. And so don't be discouraged by the changes, okay? All is as it should be. Okay, Marsha, and Rude Winter, welcome to the room on Bigo Live. Yes, that girl's tight. Being deprogrammed from your mother costs you. It does cost us, but when you really weigh up the cost at the end of the day, and the day has not ended, by the way, that girl is tight. But when you weigh up the cost at the end of the day, all it cost you was your ego. Okay, our egos die when we let go of those aspects of ourselves that were a vibrational match to the toxic people in our lives. And yes, we mourn that. part of ourselves because it is a part of the self. Okay. And a death has occurred, but death is not real, it is an illusion. Okay. So the truth is that the energy that was that person that was a vibrational match to the toxicity, that person no longer exists, but the energy has been transmuted into something better, something stronger, something wiser. So you're no longer that person because she died. Okay, so come to terms with the loss and then enjoy the new you, because energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed. And so you have gone through a spiritual transformation, hence the time of change. That girl is tight and you're right time. Okay, so we're going through a metamorphosis, my people. This is a painful experience for some, okay? For those of us who know how to just relax and trust the process, it's a lot easier, but painful nonetheless. So understanding that we are going through a metamorphosis, the work that we should be doing is, acclimating ourselves to this higher vibration energy. Come out cocoon. Okay, from the inside out to the point where we're outgrowing the cocoon. And whether we're ready or not, we are about to disconnect and detach from the cocoon. Okay, it's time to begin flapping your wings and begin to acclimate yourself to this new energy and the new power that you have, the new abilities that you have. Your perspective is going to change from being earthbound, okay, to seeing the world from a higher perspective, because you are in a higher level of consciousness. Your perspective is going to change also from the illusion of separation that you see with your physical eyes to the unity consciousness that you see with your first eye. Okay, the eye that in 3D they called your third eye, which is actually your first eye. It is the eye, the single eye that will fill your whole body with light. Okay, it is the only true eye that you have that actually sees. Okay, so you are going to change from seeing the illusion of separation to being conscious of everything being interconnected. Okay, as you are becoming love incarnate. Okay, and your mission, my people, here is to just be love. I was just thinking about that last night, the world without our eyes. Yes, King Rastafari. The physical eyes see a completely different reality from the one that we see with our real eye, okay, with our first eye. Yes, that girl is tight. The mission here, my people, if you are a light worker, empath, star seed, a chosen vessel of the Most High, your mission here is to just be love. Okay, so that's easier said than done, because of course there are a lot of different energies and different qualities of energies in our collective and in our own individual realities and in the environment. So again, I know that it's easier said than done, but if we learn to harness the energies around us, okay, and that's not hard for an empath to do. This is what we naturally do. We literally are a sponge for the energy in our environment. And if you've come far enough along on your path, you've learned how to transmute those energies, okay, and so we can focus on what we wish to create and take that energy from the environment and transmute that energy and project that energy into our creations. Okay, so energy is energy, and again, it cannot be created or destroyed, but you can take that energy. There's a lot of swirling energy swirling all around in your environment. Okay, and don't let it affect you, empath, but take that energy and learn how to transmute it. Okay, ball it up in your hands and then shape it into something else, something that's going to make your heart happy. It's energy. and you have authority over that energy. So learn how to take that energy. And if you don't like the form that it came to you in, then transmute that energy. Okay. And then focus on what you wish to create and project that transmuted energy into your creations. Okay. This is what we are here to do, my people. See, the energy, when it goes back to its rawest essence, it's just pure light. Okay. And you, in your rawest essence, is also, you're just pure light. Okay. And so understand the interconnectedness of everything in the higher realms. Everything is made from, there is only one being here having many experiences. Okay. And so that which we call God can manifest God's self as anything, as a tree, as the wind, as each individual raindrop in each individual person. Okay. At the core of everything that is living is the same master builder. And you, in your own individual experience, are able to build whichever individual reality that you choose. It's a gift. But all of your energy and attention must be in the present moment in order for you to be able to utilize those powers. Okay. And I know I hear a lot of people saying, yeah, this is why we call the present moment the present, because it is a gift. And this is true. This is the truth. Because in the present moment, we need to understand that energy is a currency, especially in the higher realms. Okay. This is one thing that you can learn from a narc. Energy is a currency. Okay. They know this. Okay. They want energy more than they want money, more than they want sex, more than they want diamonds and gold. They want your attention. Okay. Because attention is the conduit for your energy, meaning that where your attention goes is where your energy flows. Okay. And this is why there are so many distractions in your reality that are calling for your attention. Look at me, argue with me, be angry at me, be upset about this, worry about this. Okay. Learn how to call your energy back by putting your attention on the self. The energy is the currency, and the attention is the conduit for that energy. Okay. So it's like saying, these paper dollars is the money, but the gold is what's backing up this paper money. Okay. When you squander your energy, you can't correct. King Rastafari, your energy is the most valuable currency. Okay, throughout the cosmos, throughout the multiverses, your own energy. I always refer back to the Matrix when Morpheus told Neo, when Neo asked Morpheus, what is this all about? And he held up the battery, because it is all about your energy and your energy being used to create someone else's reality. And when you wake up, you realize, this is my energy. My energy is powerful. I can speak things into being. I can imagine. I can use my imagination to dream about what I want. I can draw it. This is the whole thing behind vision boards and all of these things. This is the reason why we have an imagination, so that you can dream up the reality that you want and then put the correct amount of energy into it to experience it. We are here to play, my people. This is what we're here to do. And this is why these faculties within ourselves have been, we've been told that our third eye is junk DNA. Our pineal gland is junk DNA. There's no such thing. That is blasphemy, and that is disrespectful to your creator. Okay. And there's no part of you that has no value. Okay. So learn how to use these things that they've told you not to use, such as your imagination, such as being happy. Okay. Abraham Hicks, who I consider an old friend, always talks about getting happy by any means necessary, because Abraham understands that when you are happy, you are in alignment with all of your heart's desires. Okay. So even though there are a lot of energies in your environment, learn how to harness that energy and redirect it into the things that you want, instead of allowing those discordant notes and these energies in your environment that are not conducive to you. Instead of allowing them to affect you, learn how to harness that, okay, and to transmute it, okay, create, and then use that energy to give it fuel. Okay. A lot of people are suffering right now because they refuse to relinquish the old version of themselves for the new version of themselves. They refuse to sacrifice, okay, the past for the present. I can say this because I'm witnessing it, okay? Yes, King Rastafari, people don't understand that this is the time of change. And if you are resisting change, you are suffering. Okay? So, for those of you who are out here suffering in silence, listening to me and not wanting me to know that you're listening to me, but are getting confirmation nonetheless, you are suffering because you refuse to sacrifice the old you for the new you. And you can relieve your suffering when you let go of anything that is out of alignment, okay, with this next highest version of yourself and of the life that this next highest version of yourself is living. Okay, I repeat, you will find relief from your suffering, okay, when you let go of anything, any person, place, or thing that is out of alignment with your ideal version of yourself and the life that you are living. He who know that right and who do the wrong shall be whipped with many stripes. Correct, King Rastafari. And this is happening as we speak. Okay? Chantel, love. I love it. This is your first time in the room. Well, I'm sending you so much love, peace, love, life, healing, and abundance. Okay? Infinite abundance. So, again, you will find relief when you let go. Period. You cannot fight against the divine design. Okay? We're talking about the divine blueprint of the new earth being put in place, and you still trying to hold on to the old earth. This is why you are suffering. There is a new version of you in the new earth, but you still trying to hold on to everything that belonged to the old version of you. Because yes, as we go through an ego death, a lot of the attachments and connections and to people, places, and things that were not good for us, but that we might have gotten comfortable with, that be what we might be familiar with, those things have to go. So again, there is a mourning period, but at the end of the day, Chantel, at the very end of the day, when we look back on it in hindsight, we have to admit that the only thing that is dying is our ego. Okay? And everything that is attached to us identifying with that part of ourselves that we no longer are. And so we have to allow that to happen. Your highest self is in service to the divine. Okay? Your highest self is in service to humanity on a God sized scale. Okay? But we neglect our higher purpose. Okay? Trying to conform to the old world and trying to so busy trying to make certain people happy when our mission is bigger than these two or three, four, five people that we're trying to make happy, like people being people pleasers or being the family slave. Okay? Your mission is bigger than being the family slave. Your mission is bigger than being somebody's wife or somebody's husband or side chick or whatever you trying to belong to. Your mission, my people, is bigger than that. It's God sized. So if you're still people pleasing and trying to conform, then you are not being transformed by a renewing of your mind, and you will not enter into the new earth. Keeping people in the old world is costing you your own happiness. Okay, Eliana? Keeping your mama and them, okay, your wife, your husband, and your kids and your neighbors and everybody else happy. Okay, trying to please everyone but you is the reason why you're not happy. It's costing you your happiness as well as your purpose fulfillment in the new earth. So if the people around you are not ready and have not done the work to prepare, you're gonna have to leave them behind. Okay, I already told my people, get right or you're gonna get left. Okay, but what you're not going to do is cost me my new life and all my blessings. Okay, and my next level of experience because I work too hard. Okay, to play a martyr. See, the martyr game, that's over with as well. Okay, the Most High is doing a new thing. So if the people around you ain't ready, I'm telling you, do not allow these people to cost you your new reality. Prepare to leave them behind. If you are going to complete your mission, that's what you're going to have to do. You're not helping them, okay, by sitting back and allowing them to be an anchor in your life. That's not helping them. Trying to force it is not going to work. I know that we've been taught differently, but sacrificing your own happiness to make others happy is demeaning to your own soul. I said what I said. We're not doing that no more. Okay? The game of the martyr is over. That's already been done. We don't need to do that. His story does not need to repeat itself. Okay? So we're not sacrificing our own happiness to make others happy. We were never given that as an assignment. The devil is a lie. The erroneous belief that self-sacrifice is more important than you enjoying your own experience is part of an old paradigm that is passing away as we speak. Actually, my people, we are here to play. Okay? We were created by a compassionate creator, a master builder. Okay? And so we are microcosms of this macrocosm. That is the highest energy that you can align yourself with, which is love. Okay? When I speak of God and devil, I'm speaking in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So when I'm speaking of the Most High, I'm speaking of the highest vibration that you can align yourself with, which is love. Okay? To my scary religious people, look in your book and tell me, does it not say more than anything in that Bible that God is love? Okay, so I am not going against anyone's belief. Okay, I'm just expanding upon it because I did not come to do away with the law. I came to uphold the law. Okay, us enjoying ourselves, allowing ourselves to relax and have fun, creating and playing in the creation is what makes the transition from 3D to 5D consciousness a smooth transition. Learning how to just have fun. Okay? We came to play. So, whatever feels good, my people, do that. Okay? Bask in it, savor it, love it. We are here to feel pleasure on behalf of our compassionate creator. Now, on the other side of that, yes, that girl's side, happy, happy, joy, joy. Put those thoughts in your mind. Okay? Because thoughts become things, my love. I talked about long suffering and how I didn't understand for a long time how this was a fruit of the spirit. Until I actually had gone through it and then I understand and, until I got into a deeper communion with my indwelling spirit and was given the understanding that, the Most High sits in a state of perfection at all times. The Most High does not know suffering. And so when we come here as a chosen vessel and we go through that suffering, it is literally a gift to God because it allows him to appreciate what God is, which is perfect. If you were born rich and people told you you were rich, you wouldn't even understand what rich means because it's just your normal reality. But if you were born poor and you got rich halfway through your life, you're going to be a million times more appreciative of that, that increase than you would be if you were just born, with it already. And so the whole purpose for the yin yang, the duality, the illusion where, this yin yang, this reality where, one part of the reality is truth and one part is illusion. Okay, but the only one that's real is the truth. Okay. The reason why this duality even exists is so that God can move, okay, up and down, back and forth, in and out of the illusion from the truth, so that God can play, so that God can have that enjoyment of forgetting that I'm God and then remembering. Okay, welcome, my people, to the Great Awakening. Your mission is to remember yourself. So whatever feels good to you, do more of it. Bask in it. Love it. We are here to enjoy and feel pleasure on behalf of the Most High, just as we suffered on behalf of the Most High. Now you get to the good part for those of you who have done the work. Oh yeah, the good part exists, my people. Okay, a lot of you are standing right on the precipice of it, and all I'm doing is helping you to shift your consciousness into a reality that's already waiting, sparkling and shining and glistening for you, luminous. The path ahead is a path of hedonism, my people. Hedonism is the belief that regardless of whatever your belief system is, whatever your path is, that the seeking of pleasure while on the path should also be necessary, that pleasure is a necessary part of life. The path ahead, the path of hedonism it's filled with love for the self. The path is a path of hedonism filled with love. Okay? Hedonism being the addition of pleasure to whatever your chosen path is. It becomes a path of seeking, okay? Seeking pleasure as I'm learning, as I'm experiencing these experiences on behalf of my creator who is seeing this reality through my eyes. It becomes a path of seeking to become deeply satisfied. Deeply satisfied, okay? You have every right to feel deep satisfaction. When you understand that you are a chosen vessel to the Most High, that means that God lives within you. That everything that I'm feeling, seeing, thinking, saying, and doing, God is feeling, thinking, saying. And so if you are, especially, yes, I was just going to say, that girl is tight. If you are an empath, you feel what God feels. You feel what God feels. This is why it hurts you when you see people mistreating one another, because it hurts God. This is why it pisses you off when you see people being bullied, because it pisses God off. God lives in your heart, and this is why you are always under attack by the enemy. You have forgotten who you are. The Most High told me all I did was went to sleep. He literally said that to me. Okay. All I did was went to sleep. And I was just speechless. Like, are you serious right now? Like, what you mean? Like, God goes to sleep? What you mean? All you did was went to sleep. You went to sleep and all of this chaos happened? I'm going to need you to wake up. Okay? I'm going to need y'all to wake up. People do have different perceptions of God. And this is why I speak in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, because it doesn't matter what name you use or what your theology is or your belief system is. If you speak in terms of energy, frequency, and vibe, then you understand that God is the highest vibration. Okay. And the enemy is the lowest. Period. So the addition of pleasure on whatever your path is what's going to make it more enjoyable. This is a path of seeking pleasure, of seeking to be deeply satisfied, not by siphoning energy from other people, like narcissists do. Okay, because they don't even have really the ability to feel pleasure. Okay, but so it's not by trying to get energy from other people. And even if you don't have to be a narcissist, a lot of people are attention whores, and they go live, they do all sorts of things. Let me put my body parts out, let me take a picture, let me take every picture that I take, make it look like I'm ready to suck on somebody's penis, let me look sexual and everything to get attention. So you don't have to be a narcissist to want attention. People just love attention because it is a real currency. But we're not seeking pleasure from siphoning energy off other people or doing things to get attention. You know what I'm saying? People who fish for compliments and all of these things, we're not doing that. We're seeking for what gives us the most joy in each moment, what truly makes me happy in my heart. It is this seeking, okay, for what pleases the soul that propels you forward on your path. Okay, your love for that which you desire, which fuels your creation of that which you are seeking. This is self satisfaction, my people. We are here to play. This is self satisfaction, or you can call it metaphysical masturbation. Play. The things that you can create in this high vibration of deep satisfaction, my people, these are things that are not just going to serve you, but these are things that will also inspire other people. These are things that will also motivate other people to change. These are things that are going to lift other people's spirits up out of the matrix, where currently they are just NPCs, okay, in their own reality, non-playable characters in their own reality. But when you begin to create, when you step into your higher vibration and you begin to play, seeking self satisfaction, the things that you create, because, the reason I use the term metaphysical masturbation, I wrote it into a poem that I wrote years ago. But this was the perfect time to use the term, because I'm saying, metaphysical means above the physical. Okay. And masturbation, we playing. So we're playing in the higher realms when I say that. Okay. And I'm saying I used it because sexual energy. I use it because it refers to sexual energy, which is creative energy. Okay. And so when you are creating in that vibration of, that high vibration of deep satisfaction, it will manifest almost instantaneously. And the things that you do create in that energy, again, will inspire, motivate, and lift others. Okay. Being committed to making your own happiness a priority puts you in divine allegiance with the God that lives in your heart. That means, my will is God's will, and God always gets what God wants. So why not? Why not commune and align with the master builder? Okay, that's the only way you're gonna win. Okay, the only way you're gonna win is if you get right within. Okay, that's the only way you're gonna win. So to get right within is to commune and cultivate that relationship with the indwelling spirit that we call the builder. How do you cultivate that relationship? By being committed to making your own happiness a priority, because you know that if you make yourself happy, you are making God happy. That is your job. You ain't here. You were never put here to come here and heal everyone else. Okay? Everyone, each individual should be putting their own energy and attention into working out their own salvation. You don't have the power or authority to heal another person. You can only show them how to heal themselves. But you being committed to making your own happiness a priority puts you in divine allegiance with God. And I know that's hard to believe, but it's as simple as that. And this is the knowledge that the lack thereof that has caused many people to perish. God is inside of you. You cultivate the relationship. You become close. Say, God, I want my will to be your will. I want your will to be my will. And then watch how easily the whole entire universe reconfigures itself to bring you your heart's desires. Abraham Hicks talks about getting happy by any means necessary. Okay. And I may pull up an Abraham video before I leave because I want to introduce y'all to Abraham Hicks if you don't know who Abraham is. Okay. And I may save Abraham for my next live. I don't know. I'm just going to move what Spirit says. But Abraham, Abraham, I consider an old friend. Okay. I've been learning from Abraham for lifetimes. Okay. But basically, Abraham talks about getting happy because she knows that your highest self is happy. And this is how you align. You have to get happy. I mean, it's really, it's very simple. It's simple when you think about it. It's just that your mind makes it seem more complex than what it is. Simply get happy. Ask yourself, what truly makes me happy? Okay, without considering anyone else before you. Put yourself first and ask yourself, what helps me thrive? What type of environment do I need to thrive in? What would I be happy doing, for a living? Not just for the money, but I actually enjoy doing it. What types of people charge me up and who actually drains my energy? It's time to start asking ourselves these types of questions and raising the bar where we need to and making adjustments accordingly. Okay? It is an auspicious time right now, okay, to be making these adjustments due to the fact that the earth herself is also making these adjustments. And so we can benefit from the energy alignments that are taking place energetically, okay, as the earth is also shifting into a higher vibration, into a different place in space. When you are so basically the whole entire planet is moving into another neighborhood, okay, and then you're going to feel this because we are intimately connected to the earth, some of us more than others, but we will all feel it. So as the earth is adjusting, you adjust. Take advantage of the energy that's happening. When you're in alignment, you simply state your intentions, focus your energy, trust the builder, and receive your gifts. That's how that works. Y'all forgot? That's how that works. State your intention. Okay. Focus your energy. This is why you have so many distractions around you, because the powers that used to be, they know that your energy is a currency and that it has great value. And so they come up with all sorts of things to drain your energy by capturing your attention. Okay. Again, the energy is the currency and the attention is the conduit. So if I can get your attention to focus on me, I can pull your energy to me. I just said something. If I can get you to be pissed off at me and to cuss me out and to, put me in my place, you're giving me a tremendous amount of energy. And if I'm an energy vampire, I love that. Do you see why we don't feed the narcs, my people? This is why we don't engage in circular conversations where there is no resolution, because this is their method of eating from your light. Eating from your light. So, in order to be a master builder, you have to learn to focus by first removing your focus from anything that's out of alignment with your highest ideals for your own personal experience. Okay? As you remove your focus, you remove your energy because energy flows where your attention goes. Energy is a currency, attention is a conduit, hence the term paying attention. It has value because it directs the flow of your currency. I just said something. The old earth was created from an understanding of reality that was limited and therefore limiting. Behold, the Most High is doing a new thing now. Expansion, 111 in the chat. We're moving beyond. That doesn't mean we're throwing away. That doesn't mean that we're throwing away um, the old world. We're throwing away that which didn't serve us in the old world, and we're going to keep the pieces that are valuable, and we're going to build a new earth with those bricks. Okay? Because the parts that we're throwing away is the part that was part of the illusion. Think about the yin yang symbol. One part is truth, one part is illusion. So you know which parts to throw away. And in each of your lives individually, this is going to be different. 111 in the chat. Cyrano, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I acknowledge Durga, but I do not worship any deity, okay, other than the Most High, okay, the Most High God. But the feminine aspect of God that rules my head is Oshun Aje. These are two different goddesses, and I'm named for two goddesses, Oshun and Aje. So when you hear me speaking, this is the voice that you hear. And yes, Durga, Isis, Sekhmet, Bastet, all of these energies are just different aspects of the great mother, Kali, Kalima. All of these are just aspects of the divine feminine, the feminine aspect of God. So this is what you're hearing. Mother God, the great mother. Correct. Your energy flows wherever your attention goes. So stop paying attention to things that don't deserve your attention. Okay? Remember always, your energy is the most valuable currency on this planet. The same battery that Morpheus was trying to tell Neo about. Okay? That's what this whole matrix construct is built upon. Your energy. Your attention is the conduit for the energy. So pay attention only to that which you wish to create, because your thoughts become things. The old earth was created from people who had limited thought forms and limited understanding, and therefore they created a reality that is limiting. Okay? That appears to have a dome around it, that Alex Jones called a prison planet. The truth that sets you free is that you are infinite, and therefore the possibilities for creation are infinite. Okay? The truth that sets you free is that you are multidimensional. Okay? And you are not locked into this reality, but that your reality is created by your internal state of being, which you have absolute, complete control and authority over. Okay? That the power of life and death is in your tongue, because you are a part of the creator that spoke this whole entire reality into being. That means you can either speak death into your over your life, or you can speak life over your life. It's your choice. You just have to be awake and aware enough to understand where your power lies and how to use it. So again, in order to become a master builder, you have to learn how to focus your energy. You have to learn how to remove your focus from anything that is not in alignment with your ideal reality that you wish to create for yourself. Remove your focus, you remove your energy. The energy is going to flow where your attention goes. Put your attention on the things that you wish to create. If it doesn't exist yet, create it, draw it, imagine it, dream it into being. This is how God creates. This is how God plays. Imagine it. If it doesn't exist yet, you create it. This is how you play. Okay? So the old earth again is passing away, and we are no longer limited to, the limitations that those that came before us had. We are infinite. This is the truth. We are multidimensional. This is the truth. And so the possibilities for creation are infinite. And so, in this space of infinite possibilities, the only question we should be asking ourselves is, what do I wish to experience next? Or, like Abraham Hicks always says, what feels good next? Okay? Devote the rest of your path, okay, to continuously answering this question for yourself all day, every day, and rebuke anyone who has a problem with you doing this. Okay? What feels good next? That's what's going to direct my path. In each moment, I'm going to decide what feels good next. Okay. The reason why we get to do this is because we've already passed all the tests that prove that we're not going to misuse this power. I'm speaking to my chosen ones. I'm speaking to my light workers, my empaths. I'm speaking to those of you who have walked through the valley of the shadows, who have proven yourself to have integrity, to be an honest person, to want the best for not just for yourself, but for all of God's people. You are the only ones who are granted this power. And this is why people don't like you. This is why people are jealous of you. This is why whole groups of people are gathering up to try to take you down. Let me remind you that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. They will form, but they will not prosper. In this space of infinite possibilities, your only question should be, what feels good next? Devote the rest of your path to answering that for you every day. And like I said, people who have a problem with you doing this are people who are unhealed. And unhealed people are no longer your problem. You are light workers. You came to work the light. Okay? You came to create with the light. You came to recreate with the light. You came to play. Okay? We're no longer transmuting energy for people who are filled to the brim with darkness. We're no longer doing that. Okay? We are the light, and we came to create. No more martyr syndrome. Okay? No more martyr syndrome. We did not come here to heal a broken world. We came to play. Transmutation is so 3D. Okay? We are on the precipice of change, my people. And in the new earth, we live as the light. Okay? Because that light, this impenetrable Ak, this imperishable Ak, this indestructible star that you are. When I say light worker, I'm speaking of that imperishable Ak that's at the very core of who you are, that indestructible star, that light that you were told not to hide under a bushel basket, but to let it shine before men so they could see your good works and so that the Father in heaven would be glorified. That light is the truth of who and what you are. You are luminous. You are indestructible. So in this time and space, you are being asked to simply embrace your multidimensional, luminous, indestructible nature, light worker, and create. Create. Okay, so I feel my spirits receding right now. So I do feel that the message that was intended to come out in this moment, in this time and space, has been delivered, my people. Shout out to the 107 people in the room in the rabbit hole. Okay. I'm sending you all a big dose of infinite abundance. Okay. And if you're open, you will catch that. For those of you who don't know me, I am a certified Reiki master, so I can send you packets of energy. Okay. So people do get healed during my channelings. The some of the effects that you may feel will be your whole body vibrating. You may get emotional. If you do get emotional, do not push those emotions down. That is energy moving. Allow that energy to move. If your body is vibrating, it is just because your vibrations are raising. Nothing to fear. Again, as you're entering into this new level of awareness, do not confuse awe with fear. You are going to be in awe of a lot of the new things that God is doing. So I'm sending you all peace, love, life, healing, and infinite abundance. If you have not subscribed to me on YouTube and you're on Bigo, make sure that you do subscribe to House of Healing LLC on YouTube. I'm going to put it in the comments. And also, I'm on TikTok as the Narc Slayer. Okay. And um, I'm on Instagram also as No Narc Network, as well as the Narc Slayer. Cyrano, you should hit me up in my inbox and we can talk more about what's going on with you, because I've been dealing with a lot of people who've been going through that. And I just want to say before we go, again, all four of our bodies are connected. Okay, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And a lot of times, and what I've been seeing with a lot of people who have, especially lately, people who have like all of their lives avoided dealing with certain levels of pain, or certain experiences that they've had, and they've suppressed pain like all of their lives. I see this pain that's as emotional, um, and beginning to affect them spiritually, and then also it begins to physically. And this is where a lot of diseases that they believe to be incurable, because they can't find the cause of it. The reason why they cannot find the cause is because they are only studying the physical body. Okay, and we are mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. So if you need a deeper level of healing, you would want to contact a holistic healer such as myself, because I'm going to look at every one of your bodies and we're going to find the root of the issue and dig it up. So we don't just put diseases into remission, we eradicate those diseases, okay, by making the environment uncomfortable for them to live in. Okay. And with that being said, my people, again, I'm sending you all peace, love, life, healing, and abundance. I do appreciate you all being here. I hope to see you all in my next live. And I'm out.